People have a lot to say and they'll hide behind the keyboard forever. Hey guys, it's your favorite Gem African queen. Today we're getting into helpful tips that will help you start your YouTube journey. So if that's something you're interested in, then keep watching. So the first tip on my list is you, the person watching this video, you, up close. You are not a perfectionist.
Stop it. Get some help.
Now let me tell you why you're not a perfectionist. In the beginning of your YouTube journey, you cannot be a perfectionist. Your videos won't be perfect. There are plenty of people on YouTube who have had their channels for years and their videos still aren't perfect. However, their videos evolved from the beginning of their YouTube journey all the way up until now, and they still have room to grow. The more perfect you make your video, the longer it's going to take you to put out. And trust me, I've been there, done that. In some of the videos that I've done that with, I didn't even post. So that was all this work and attention to it, and I didn't even use it. The next reason why I say you're not a perfectionist is because you might get views on the video and you might not. And who wants to put in 2 weeks worth of work? Because I did that too. Who wants to put in 2 weeks worth of work just for 100 views after 3 months? And I have videos right now that only have like 100 something views. And I spent 2 weeks editing them, making them perfect. And for what? For 100 people to view the video and keep scrolling or barely view the video? Get your stuff out there so we can move on. Research your editing tools, transitions, and all of that, and just do it yourself. Don't pay anyone on Fiverr right now. You're not at Fiverr level right now. Do what you need to do in order to get monetized, and then once your YouTube income becomes like a passive stream of income, maybe you could use that revenue to pay people on Fiverr. And honestly, it's more beneficial if you edit and do things yourself, because the content is what people are worried about. Yes, they love transitions. Yes, they love memes added into it. However, people are coming for the content and they want to know the specific answer that you are supposed to help them out with. So yes, transitions are nice. Yes, memes are funny, but people are coming for the content. And although they go hand in hand, if you're working a 9-to-5 job like myself, you don't have time to edit all day. You don't have time to think about content creation while you're at work because you're busy at work. But if this is your full time, then hey, do what you need to do. Pay Fiverr, do all that, it's up to you. I'm not saying I'm against paying for editing on Fiverr because I did it with my first video. However, that video doesn't have nearly as many views as the videos that I just edited myself and gave relevant information and answers to people who wanted it. Number 2, your camera matters. So the reason why I say your camera matters because technology is always evolving. One day you're gonna wake up and having a 4K camera is just outdated, just like using 1080p right now is outdated on YouTube. It's not outdated because you can still make a YouTube video with 1080p quality. However, if you've paid attention to a few other YouTube videos, they always tell you that YouTube will recommend 4K videos over 1080p quality videos or anything lower than that because of course YouTube is evolving with technology as well. It's just important for you to make that investment. Let me give you an example. So when I first started YouTube, I went on Amazon and I bought one of those camera bundles, and it came with everything and I was so excited. I had a camera, I had a clicker to take my pictures, Bluetooth clicker, I had lenses, extra lenses, and all of this stuff, and it was so beautiful. It's like $500 and the camera came with it. You can't beat that. However, when it came time for me to actually film my YouTube videos, and I didn't even start filming until like 2 months later, I realized that I didn't have anywhere to plug my mic in. So the camera that I had bought, which I'll go ahead and, we're not gonna cover up Nip. I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here, but this is the bundle that I bought, and of course it looks really great. I'm telling you, this is a really great bundle. However, the camera does not have an external mic port. So I had to buy another one that allowed me to utilize an external mic. So I ended up buying the Sony a6400 because I heard really good reviews about it. I spent $500 on one camera and the a6400 was $1,200. So that's $1,700 worth of camera and I'm only using one of them. Even at this time, I'm like, man, I need another camera that can blur out the background. Technology is constantly evolving. Make the initial investment and know that you're not going to have to spend additional money after that. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is writing out bullet points or scripts for your YouTube videos. This is a very key component in your YouTube videos because if you just freestyle and wing it, you're going to forget information that you wanted to include. And that is the worst feeling because if your video happens to go viral or obtain enough views to get you to a certain point, you're going to regret the fact that you didn't include all of the information, and they're going to comment about how you didn't include certain information because they're coming to your video for answers, but they're also the experts. Make it make sense. So including that script and bullet points, that's going to add quality to your videos. I have a video where I basically winged it, so I wrote the script. I'm not going to use air quotes the rest of this video. Okay? I have a video where I just winged it and the feedback was actually a lot more negative than I expected. Even though it was my opinion, it still hinders the quality of your video because people are coming to you for answers, but they're coming to you for thorough answers. They don't want just clickbait, and that's what's really going to affect your video. You want to do the things that will get you the least amount of thumbs down. That's a good one. Write that down. Why don't you just make a good, thorough video the first time and then receive positive feedback and motivation to keep going? The next tip I have is equipment check. And let me explain and elaborate on what I mean by equipment check. You need to make sure that you have all of the tools that you need to film your video. That's everything that needs to be plugged into the computer, an extension cord, because you're going to have to plug a lot of stuff in if you're doing a tutorial or just in general, lighting, camera, laptop, all of that. You're not going to have enough plugs around the house just to get you by with that. It's just not gonna work. You need an extension cord. It's important that you do the necessary research depending on your laptop, that you figure out what tools you need specifically to make a successful video. Meaning that everything's hooked up and connected the proper way. Your audio is able to connect. You're able to connect your camera to your laptop, and your laptop is able to tether your image, which I can show you guys. Like your laptop is able to tether your image. So you guys can see, I'm looking at myself. But this is important because doing a video without the tethering, and I'm not even sure if I'm using the correct word, but doing a video without that type of tethering is very dangerous just because if you're looking directly at the camera, you can't really see yourself. Maybe your jewelry's out of place, been there, done that. Maybe your lace is showing if you wear lace wigs. Maybe something is off. And the only way you can catch that is if you're able to kind of look down, look back and forth to see whether or not you're still on track. So what I recommend is that you make a test video the night before, and this could be a simple video like, hey, my name's the Gem African Queen, thank you for following my channel, whatever. Something short and sweet, just so you can see whether or not the quality is the way you want it to be. And last thing about equipment check, charge your camera and empty your memory card. These two things are the most important. And honestly, no one can check me about this statement. This is the most important thing that you need to have ready to go for your YouTube videos. You want to make sure that your camera is charged the night before. Some cameras, like the a6400, they have the luxury of being able to be charged while you're using them. However, they don't actually charge if they're below a certain battery percentage. But like my other bundled camera that I was telling you guys about, that one had to be charged prior to any of my YouTube videos because it wasn't going to charge while I was filming. There have been times where I have been in the middle of finishing my YouTube video and the video cuts off because I don't have any more battery. And if you know anything about hair tutorials, sometimes you're in a specific spot to where the viewers need to see this. There are a number of circumstances that can affect your video if your camera's dead. If it's just a video like this, I mean, if your camera dies, it dies. And you just come back later. But there's certain things, especially tutorials, that you don't have time to wait for your camera to recharge because who knows how long that takes. Next thing, you need to make sure that you have one of these. I actually have a few of those. I have I have a 32, I have a 64, and I have a 128 gig memory card. Memory cards are extremely important because that's what holds all of your storage for your videos and your photos that you're going to take. If that's full, then you have an even bigger problem because although charging your camera is extremely important, if you don't have any space on your memory card, how are you gonna film videos? My advice to you is to go to Google Drive, figure out what storage plan you would like. I currently have unlimited, and that's where you're going to store your videos. Also, it's helpful just in case you decide to hire someone on Fiverr. You guys can share just that one specific file through Google Storage instead of having to download it and send it to them. So that's also a really good thing. What you'll do is you'll take your memory card after you film, like after I film right now, I'm gonna take my memory card, I'm going to load it into my computer, and I am going to upload that video to Google Drive. I also upgraded my internet just because the download speeds for my videos were taking too long, and it decided to upgrade it so that way I can produce more in less time. I didn't think it was important because all these YouTube videos will tell you that it's important, but they're not lying. It's important to upgrade your internet speed because you can either be uploading a video for 6 hours or 20 minutes. It's really up to you and how much time you have in your life. And last thing, my loves. Did I shave? No, I didn't. Okay, let me put my arms down, I didn't shave. Last thing I want to tell you guys is just believe in yourself. And I'll probably need to watch this video again because I struggle with that sometimes too. But really believe in yourself. These people are on YouTube for answers, and you may have the answer that they're looking for. Be confident in yourself. Do your research. Try your best. If you do the necessary things that need to be done in order to make your YouTube video successful in your eyes, why does it matter if someone comments something negative? Of course, it can be mood altering, but people have a lot to say and they'll hide behind the keyboard forever. You're not going to escape people leaving negative comments on your YouTube video. They're gonna do it. They're gonna thumbs down. People just feel the need to do stuff like that. All you do is take that as a lesson, maybe delete the comment if you feel like you need to delete the comment, and move forward. You're putting yourself out there. Understand that those people aren't able to put themselves out there like that. The only thing they're able to do is hide behind a keyboard and press dislike or say something negative. They're clearly irrelevant factors. So keep going, keep shining. You got this, and keep the end in mind. Before you even think about getting down on yourself, you need to remember your goal. And if you don't have a goal, you need to create one right now. Create a goal. What is it that you want out of this YouTube career? What do you want your life to look like? Once you know that, you need to keep going to that destination, okay? Keep going. Because you're gonna pass that destination of what you're thinking of right now. Like, this is what you're thinking of right now. Eventually, you're going to pass it because you're thinking of something else. And it's going to be a never-ending journey. You got this, okay? You're in the right place at the right time. I I really hope you guys felt value in this video. If you like videos like this and you want me to make more, leave a comment down below. I am so thankful that you chose my video to watch, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.